Welcome to English Easy Hub. Join us as we ignite the flames of your English learning journey together.
Please subscribe to watch and embark on your English learning journey. Don't miss out on the exciting content. In this comprehensive and insightful dialogue, Andy seeks guidance from his professor on how to improve his English speaking skills. Through a series of detailed questions and answers, Andy learns about various techniques and strategies to enhance his fluency, vocabulary, pronunciation, and confidence. The professor provides practical tips and valuable advice on immersion, practice methods, overcoming fear of mistakes, and understanding cultural nuances. This dialogue serves as a rich resource for anyone looking to develop their English speaking abilities in a structured and effective manner.
Hi, Professor, I've been struggling with speaking English fluently. Can you share some effective techniques and skills to help me improve?
Of course, Andy. The first step is to immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. Surround yourself with English through movies, music, books, and conversations with native speakers. This will help you become more familiar with the rhythm and flow of the language.
That makes sense. I do watch a lot of English movies, but I still find it hard to speak confidently. How can I overcome this fear?
Confidence comes with practice. Start by speaking English in low-pressure situations. For example, practice speaking in front of a mirror or record yourself. This helps you get used to hearing your own voice speaking English and allows you to identify areas for improvement.
I've tried speaking in front of a mirror, but I often get stuck when I can't think of the right words. How can I expand my vocabulary effectively?
A robust vocabulary is essential for fluency. Use flashcards to learn new words and phrases daily. Apps like Anki or Quizlet can be quite helpful. Additionally, reading extensively in English will expose you to new vocabulary and context, which can aid retention.
I've been using some vocabulary apps, but I still struggle with pronunciation. Do you have any tips for improving my accent and pronunciation?
Pronunciation can be tricky, but there are several strategies you can use. Firstly, listen and mimic native speakers. Pay attention to how they pronounce words and try to replicate their intonation and stress patterns. Secondly, use resources like the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, to understand how sounds are produced. Lastly, consider working with a speech coach or using pronunciation apps for guided practice.
I'll definitely try those techniques. Sometimes, I also find it difficult to follow conversations, especially when people speak fast. How can I improve my listening skills?
Improving listening skills requires consistent practice. Listen to English podcasts, news, and audiobooks regularly. Start with slower-paced content and gradually move to faster conversations. Active listening is key. Try to understand the main ideas and context even if you miss some words. Also, practicing with subtitles can help you connect spoken words to their written form.
That's a great idea. I'll start with podcasts that have transcripts available. What about grammar? I often worry about making grammatical mistakes. How important is it to speak perfectly?
Communication is more important than perfection. It's natural to make mistakes, especially when you're learning. Focus on conveying your message clearly. Over time, your grammar will improve through practice and feedback. Engage in conversations with native speakers and ask for corrections. Additionally, studying grammar rules and doing exercises can help, but don't let the fear of mistakes hold you back from speaking.
I'll keep that in mind. Lastly, do you have any advice on maintaining motivation throughout this process? Sometimes, it feels overwhelming.
Maintaining motivation is crucial. Set realistic goals and track your progress. Celebrate small achievements along the way. Find a language learning community or partner to share your journey. This can provide encouragement and accountability. Most importantly, make learning enjoyable by incorporating your interests into the process, whether it's watching your favorite TV shows in English or discussing topics you're passionate about.
Thank you so much for your insights, Professor. I feel more equipped and motivated to improve my English speaking skills now.
You're welcome, Andy. Remember, persistence and practice are key. Keep pushing yourself, and you'll see significant improvement over time. Good luck.
Thanks again, Professor. I'll get started right away.
Anytime, Andy. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have more questions. Happy learning.
I have another question, Professor. Sometimes when I'm trying to speak, I find myself thinking in my native language first and then translating. How can I start thinking directly in English?
That's a common challenge, Andy. To start thinking directly in English, you need to immerse yourself even deeper into the language. One effective way is to label items around your home in English. This will help you associate everyday objects directly with their English names. Additionally, try to narrate your day-to-day activities in English in your mind. For example, while cooking, think about the steps in English. I'm cutting the vegetables, I'm boiling the water, and so on. This practice will gradually shift your thinking process to English.
That's a good idea. I'll start labeling things at home. What about speaking with others? I often feel nervous speaking with native speakers because I'm afraid of making mistakes. How can I build my confidence in these situations?
Building confidence when speaking with native speakers can be challenging, but it's essential for improvement. Start by finding language exchange partners who are also learning your native language. This creates a mutually beneficial environment where both parties understand the challenges of learning a new language. Additionally, remind yourself that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. Native speakers are usually understanding and appreciative of your efforts. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become.
I've heard about language exchange partners but haven't tried it yet. I'll look into it. Another issue I face is understanding different accents. How can I get better at this?
Understanding different accents comes with exposure and practice. Listen to a variety of English speakers from different regions through movies, TV shows, and online videos. Pay attention to the unique features of each accent. Additionally, practice listening to and mimicking different accents. This will not only improve your comprehension, but also make you more adaptable in conversations with speakers from various backgrounds.
I'll diversify my listening practice then. What about speaking practice? Are there specific exercises or activities that can help me become more fluent?
Absolutely. Engage in activities that require you to speak spontaneously. For instance, try storytelling. Pick a topic or a personal experience and narrate it in English. You can also describe pictures or videos in detail. Another effective exercise is to practice with tongue twisters. They can improve your pronunciation, speed, and fluency. Additionally, joining English speaking clubs or groups, either online or in person, can provide regular speaking practice and feedback.
Those are excellent suggestions. I'll start incorporating them into my routine. One last question, Professor, how can I ensure I'm using idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms correctly?
Using idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms correctly adds a natural touch to your language. To master them, read and listen to a lot of native content, such as books, movies, and podcasts. Pay attention to how these expressions are used in context. Additionally, you can keep a journal of new idioms and practice using them in sentences. Don't be afraid to ask native speakers for feedback on your usage. Over time, you'll develop a feel for when and how to use these expressions appropriately.
Thank you, Professor. This has been incredibly helpful. I feel much more confident about improving my English speaking skills now.
You're welcome, Andy. I'm glad I could help. Remember, language learning is a journey. Stay curious, keep practicing, and enjoy the process. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have more questions. Good luck on your journey.
Thanks again, Professor. I'll definitely keep practicing and stay motivated. Have a great day.
You too, Andy. Happy learning.
In this dialogue, Andy receives extensive guidance on improving his English speaking skills. The professor emphasizes the importance of immersion, consistent practice, and leveraging a variety of resources such as movies, music, books, and conversations with native speakers. Techniques like shadowing, using vocabulary apps, and practicing with language exchange partners are highlighted. The professor also addresses challenges such as thinking in one's native language, understanding different accents, and using idiomatic expressions correctly. By setting realistic goals, celebrating small achievements, and staying motivated, Andy can effectively enhance his fluency and confidence in speaking English. This conversation provides a thorough and practical roadmap for anyone looking to master English as a second language.
Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to keep the English learning journey alive.